You know, we live in a constantly chaotic, distracted, and mundane world. Think about it, right? Most people just wake up, go to work, see the computer, work the whole day, come back, eat dinner, repeat the next day, right? So over and over again, somehow, we feel that we're not really living our lives or the lives that we want to live, or somehow we're living to other people's priorities. So the thing is this, what is then the key to happiness? Now, before we discuss the key to happiness, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to introduce yourself in the comment section here. And if you are a member of this channel already, do tell me and my team here how you have been using some of this information for yourself and what are the topics you'd like to hear about, and we'll film a video just for that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit on the bell icon for notifications for all upcoming videos. So let's talk about happiness. You know what they say, right? We buy shit we don't need with money we don't have to impress people we don't even like. And that sort of feels like, how is it for a majority of the people these days? Because constantly we live in an era where everything is on social media. People have their lives all on social media. You see all the stuff they have and all the perfect lives that they live. They're celebrating their 1 month anniversary in places that are so exotic, or dining at fancy food places. So we tend to look at our own lives that, in reality, stuff is not exactly how we see in social media, and then we feel like, what's going on here, right? We constantly get distracted by busyness. We turn on the computer, we work, and then there's other people's priorities and so forth. So then the thing is this, right? Many people ask, right, is there a way to actually achieve happiness? Is there a way that is there a key to discovering what we could do to attain real happiness? And if achievement is not it, right? If buying things is not it, think about it, right? If you remove all these things, then are we still going to be happy? If you think about it, if you buy a Rolls Royce, that Rolls Royce is impressive, but it might not impress some people. Even if you achieve certain financial status, you have the money, but that money might not impress some people, right? And you may have some form of achievements in your life, but that achievement might not even impress your parents. So there's a lot of things that is outside that we can't control. So if we study metaphysics boils down to this thing called Yin and Yang. Okay, Yin and Yang, there are two forces that drive, all the energies in this world. So Yin and Yang can be seen as cause and effect, can also be seen as, internal and external. It can also be seen as what is within our control and what is outside of our control. But the thing is, most of the time we are looking at situations where, this is supposed to be the standard of living. We're supposed to have all this nice branded stuff, and we're supposed to have this sort of achievement in life, and all of us are supposed to have our life purpose. And if we don't know our life purpose, we suck at our lives, So all these things, right, is just what other people want or think they set the standard. But truly, what makes you happy is true tranquility. If you think about the entire basis of metaphysics, is about balance. It's a balance of that 5 elements. Okay, it's about when the elements are balanced, we're able to keep still, we're able to keep calm. Internally, the energy is flowing at a very pleasant level or harmonious level. That's what is said in metaphysics. Harmony is the key. But how do we harmonize the elements? Well, then first of all, we have to understand what are the elements. Most people think it's the 5 elements, right? It's going to be fire, water, earth, metal, wood, and so forth. But really, what we're talking about is energy forms. Okay, energy forms. For example, there's energy in our thoughts. Don't you think so? Our thoughts is a form of energy. Where the thoughts come from, where the thoughts go, thoughts is a form of energy. The more you think, sometimes you get excited, sometimes you get tired, right? And our emotions, our feelings, okay, let's just put it easy, is our feelings. Our feelings are some form of energy as well, right? If we feel angry, we feel excited, we feel tired, we feel energetic, that is energy, okay? And sometimes people don't realize that these two forms, it's what they call in metaphysics heaven and earth. Okay, so I know what people think heaven, wow, it's the moment we mention the word heaven, right, the first thing you think about is that glorious castle, that if you're a Chinese person you think that the dragon pillars, right, the pavilion, the nice fanciful pavilion, the heavenly kings are there and so forth, right? If you're you go to Chinese temples, you see all looks like supposed to be designed based on heaven, but truth is nobody has been to heaven before. How do you know it looks like that? Because someone gave you that idea. Okay, so the idea of heaven is just thoughts, is imagination. Okay, and your imagination and thoughts is one thing. Earth is practical, it's substantial, it's a representation of how people feel. Okay, so you may think about something, but how you feel about something is two different things. Okay, so some people feel jealous, some people may think positive but feel envy, right? Some people may think positive but act negative because their emotion feel otherwise, they feel hurt, they feel painful. So feelings can be sometimes not aligned to our thinking, right? So that's heaven and earth. Now think about this, if you want to achieve happiness, don't you think you need tranquility or at least balance in terms of these two realms or elements? So when they say a balance of elements in metaphysics, what they're really referring to is, these two things, the heaven and earth elements that you can control within you. You can't control these two elements in other people. So other people's opinions or what they think is right? Whether it's a Lamborghini or Porsche, or is it a Rolls Royce, or is it some Maybach or something that you have to impress some people that you don't even like in the first place? Is that even necessary? Because at the end of the day, they might not be impressed. Because what impresses people is not within your control. What you can control is your own heaven and earth. Your own imagination, your own heaven and your own earth. This is the important aspects that you can influence. So the idea is really, if you want to achieve the key to happiness is understanding that there are elements that are within your control, such as the way you want to think, the way you want to perceive things and perceive meaning, and the way you feel things. Now you may say it's impossible, I can't even control my feelings. Of course you can. Okay, this is the only thing that you have, isn't it, right? It's inside you, it's the way you feel and the way you think. If you can control the way, or at least direct the way you think, right, that's called the heaven direction, or direct your imagination, at least you could learn how to program your mind in such a way that you no longer perceive everything as, if you're not meeting up to this standard, you're going to feel unhappy. If you're having that Lamborghini, you're going to feel unhappy. If you're not having this amount of money, you're not going to be happy. If you don't have this sort of fashion, you're not going to be happy. You don't need other people's validation anymore to feel significant, right? So this is something that you can see, and this helps you feel tranquility because now your emotions are more in balance. So the true essence is, if you could realize and understand how you could influence your own thoughts and control your own thoughts and your own emotions, you will gain the key to happiness. Now, of course, we want to impress other people sometimes. We want other people to impress with us. We cannot control how people feel and see things, but we can only influence them. That's the whole study of metaphysics anyway, right? We can influence us through energy, and maybe we can adjust some energy pattern we can try and influence. But at the end of the day, you must understand that everything in this life boils under the category of yin and yang. The category that you can control, which is your own thoughts and emotions, and of course your physical action and your body, okay? And the other category is stuff that you can't control, such as other people's opinions and what they do and what they want to do and don't like to do, and what they like and don't like. And the more we can understand this principle of yin and yang, the more we can gain the key to our own happiness and our own tranquility and our own peace of mind. Don't you think so? At the end of the day, the most valuable thing is your own peace of mind. Even if you have the money, you have all the nice cars and stuff and all the nice toys and the nice clothes and all that, if you don't feel happy and satisfied or validated, then what's the use of having all that, right? So at the end of the day, the highest power of happiness, and that could be the life purpose of a lot of people, even though they might not know it directly, is to have happiness, right? And the key to that is to know what you can control and work on only those areas that you can control. I hope today's video is meaningful and helpful to you in some ways, and if you did, do share some of this experience as well with us, and how you have found your own happiness here with me. And of course, introduce yourself if you are new to my channel, and please share this video with all your friends and click on the like button to give us a thumbs like. Me and my team will truly appreciate that. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click on the bell icon for notifications for more videos just like this. Thank you so much for watching today.